Honor Guard, attention. Will the audience please rise? Post the colors of the United States of America. Order, arms. Please follow me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, thank you for that. Our commander has asked us to read this statement about Veterans Day. Veterans Day is more than a date on the calendar. It is a promise that we will never forget the courage, sacrifice, and devotion of all who have worn and still wear our nation's uniform. From the trenches of World War I to today's deployments around the globe, Americans, service members, have stood guard for freedom. Whether in combat or in support roles, overseas or here at home, each has given a piece of themselves for America. So every year, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the nation pauses. And at Arlington National Cemetery, a wreath is laid at the tomb of the unknown soldier. It is a symbol of honor, a symbol of remembrance, a symbol that we will not forget those who have served. So, once again, we thank you for allowing us to be here, and we're going to share with you some things about why we are veterans. And we'll start over here with Craig.
First of all, I'd like to say thank you for having us here. We appreciate you. I've been doing this for a while, and your school's getting smaller. So you guys go home and tell your mother or dad you need some brothers and sisters. I better say hello to my wife. She's here. And the family's here, Afton and Jen, and my boy John's here. And I better say hello to Navy. Navy was sitting right on the front row, it seemed like just yesterday. Now she's one of the oldest kids here. But thank you for having us. This is something that we look forward to every year, is to come to these schools and talk about our freedom and talk about being a veteran. It's our privilege to be a veteran. It wasn't the easiest thing in the world to get to or to be one, but it's worth it. It's worthwhile. Serve your country. The freedoms that we have, and the freedoms that we enjoy, that's been a privilege for us. I talked the last school or two, and I stand by this flag, and we take it for granted, I guess. When I was in the military, anytime, anywhere, I saw that flag, I knew I was safe. And I think that's the way the world is now. You kids, when you get older, you go on missions, you'll go all over the world. A lot of you have been around the world, not yet, you little kids, but you will. And you look for that flag anywhere you're at, and you see that flag, you'll know you're safe. And there's a reason why, because people have sacrificed their lives in that for the freedoms that we enjoy. Thank you today for having us. God bless you, and God bless this country.
Well, I'm Morgan Warner, and I grew up in Spanish Fork. You do? And I too love America. And I love what our flag stands for. And I love the way you kids respond to honoring the flag and freedom. The welcome you gave us this morning was worth more than you can ever imagine. For all of you to be lined up in those halls with a flag touched my heart. I served in the Marine Corps for 6 years. I spent 13 months in Vietnam. The only reason I can't figure it out, other than Marines are crazy. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, Seabees, all of them. 12 months, that was it. But the Marine Corps had to do one more, because we've always believed we were the best. And we have a slogan that once a Marine, always a Marine. And that stands forever. Yesterday was the Marine Corps birthday. I had like 10 phone calls, 15 emails from friends all over the country that I've served with saying happy birthday. And that's all they said. Just happy birthday. I'd rather have that happy birthday come to me than my own birthday in August, because I'm proud of the service that I did. I wasn't happy when I got home because America was in kind of a turmoil at home. The news media had turned the war upside down, and a lot of citizens weren't behind us like they should have been. And so instead of cheering and waving the flags, we got jeered and called baby killers and spit at as we were going to get on the airplane to come home. There wasn't any welcome here when you got to Spanish Fork. The home where I grew up, spent my first 19 years. It was really strange. You guys have made that all actually go away. It's a distant memory way in the back of my head, because I can come here and see what a good bunch of young people you really are. Is there anybody in here that does not like school? Now, don't all of you raise your hand. That's not. How many of you have not learned something in school? You haven't learned a thing. Well, I want you teachers to look around and remember who those kids are. I've got 3 grandkids here. Cooper, stand up. Berkeley, where are you? She's a little smaller than some of you. Rhett? Now, they better all be good students. If they're not, teachers, I'll leave you my number and you can call me, and I'll come up any time of the day and sit with them and help them to be better. Because this is the place where you learn everything about America and everything that's going to make you a good citizen the rest of your life. Now, I've got to tell you, I came home, and like several guys here, I joined the National Guard because I loved the feeling of being around people that loved America and put on the uniform and were proud of it. And I served there for another 25 and a half years. During that time, I was a police officer, and I've probably arrested several of your teachers. Stopped one of them several times. Never gave her a ticket, because I always really liked Mrs. Beck. Well, not Beck now, Creer. You guys can sit down now. I know you don't like to stand up all the time. Thank you. I'm like Craig, proud to be an American. I want you to know that Craig was a hero while he was in Vietnam. He won't say much about it, but he was wounded. He was decorated for his bravery, and he deserves certainly my respect and love and consideration. Now I want to turn to my good friend Vernon Mills, Air Force. That's you.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done. I know you thought I wouldn't finish.
First of all, I'd like to thank all of you for the welcome you gave us
that was really awesome. Appreciate it very much. And I want to thank the teachers that are still here and friends that are in the Brockbank. All of my children went to Brockbank and graduated from elementary school here. Really love this school. My name is Vernon Mills. I served in the United States Air Force, served in Vietnam, and just proud to be here with all of these guys because I really love this country and I love the way you treated the American flag. There's one thing I would like you to do for me, if you would. When you go home today, thank your grandpa, thank your dad, brothers or mothers, anybody you know that was a veteran. Just thank them because that means the world to them. Thanks again for letting us to be here.
Hi, my name is Cheryl Benetti. I served in the United States Navy and Navy Reserve, and I lived 4 years on a ship. That was my home. Went to the Mediterranean, Norway, Cuba. So if you're considering the military, don't forget the Navy. It's really fun, and it's hard work, but it's worth it. And it was an honor and a privilege to serve, and I love my country and very proud of our flag. And I hope you are too. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Blaine Huff. I was raised in Lakeshore, still live there. All my kids and grandkids have came here to school. I don't know if any of them graduated, but they all came here to school. We surely do appreciate that welcome. That was awesome. We really appreciate that. I was in the National Guard for 6 years, from 71 to 77, and after I joined the American Legion about 5 years ago to help with what the American Legion does. And we would want to thank you for everything you've done for us today, and here's Bill.
Hi, my name's Bill. We thank you for letting us come today and let you know how much we love America, how much we love the flag and what it stands for. You know, when you see the flag, it stands for freedom. Freedom isn't free. Somebody had to pay so you could come to school today. These people up here, they paid the price. Some paid the ultimate price of death so you could come to school, so you could choose what you want to do. You can choose your hobbies, you can choose your career. That's what freedom's all about. Lots of places in the world that can't do that. That's what us veterans spent time for, so we could have freedom. I have a couple grandkids here. My kids all graduated here. I recognize a lot of faces here today, both teachers and students. So like they said, when you go home, how many have veterans in their families? How many? If they're close, give them a hug. If they're not, send them a message. Just tell them how proud you are that they gave you the freedom that you have this day. So thank you. God bless America.
Hi, my name's Travis. Lennon, will you come up here? Lennon's my granddaughter. I've been here a couple of times and I really love coming here. How many kids are proud to live in America? That's good. It's a really good country. It's the best in the world. And I served because of my family, and I served because of the guys beside me. It's the best job I ever had, and I'm glad to be here.
Hi, my name's John Hewlett, and my nephew is Hiram Mockett. I served for 25 years in the Army National Guard in Utah, deployed to Iraq in 2005, 2006, and really enjoyed the opportunity to represent my country.
Hi, my name's Stephen Powell, and I've got 3 grandkids here today. Lexi and Riley, you want to come on up? I'm very proud of these kids, and they're worth everything that I've gone through. You see, I joined the Marine Corps in 1967. I went to Vietnam. I got blown away twice and shot once. And I ended up having to go to the Philippines to finish out my tour of duty. But I am very proud to do it for my flag, for the flag of the United States. It always gives me great privilege to see that, and I get a real strange feeling every time I see that, and how proud I am. And for this, thank you very much. Okay, go back.
Hi, my name is Josh Barsdorf. I served in the National Guard for 6 years. Sawyer Barsdorf over there is my son. I'm gonna stand up, say hi. My job in the military, I was a Black Hawk crew chief. So that is a mechanic that works on the helicopters, keeps it safe, and also flies with the pilots and keeps the aircraft safe while flying around. And so I did that as part of a medevac unit, deployed to Afghanistan in 2015, 2016. And then I got out. I've been out of the military for about 2019, so 6 years. Yeah, went to school and now I'm not in the military. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. And my wife is a daughter of a colonel, so that's a challenge. But anyways, I'm very proud to have served in the military, very proud of this country. I was an immigrant, moved to actually Orem in 1996 when I was 11 years old from South Africa. I always looked up to America and to the military, always wanted to be a part of that. And I'm very proud to have accomplished that dream and goal, so thank you.
Hi, my name's Tiffany Broderick. Thank you all for the wonderful welcome. Like the others said, it's great to be here. I've been here a few times. My daughter is Aspen Broderick. She can stand up and say hi. And I just want to thank you all for all the great welcome you've made and everything. And a little bit about me, I joined the Army when I was 17. I wanted to be a medic. I knew I wanted to go to nursing school, so I decided to go that route. In 2010, I went to Afghanistan, spent a year there treating soldiers and taking care of them, and spent 7 years in the Army. Now I'm out and get to be a mom, and I just want to say I love this country, and I'm thankful for all that we're blessed with.
Hey, how's it going? You guys still the toughest school in town? So I've got two kids here, Easton and May Youd. I'm Derek Youd, and like I said, I grew up here in Spanish Fork, went to this school. I'm in the Air Force. That's my full-time job. I'm active duty. We call ourselves an AGR because I work for the Air National Guard, but I'm an active duty airman. I'm a tech sergeant in the KC-135 Aircraft Maintenance Division, where we make sure that the plane gets in the air so that it can go fuel up other planes for wartime activities. I'm really proud of the fact that I'm in the military, that I'm in the Air Force, that I'm from Spanish Fork, and that I went to this school. Those are all, in my book, commendable things about me and that I'm proud of. I'm also very proud of the guys to my right here and the people to my left. But I can remember being your age and sitting somewhere in this area on Veterans Day and seeing this rough bunch over here in the white shirts show up and tell their stories like they are today. And I thought, man, that's really neat. These guys are really something else. They went and they fought in battles and really made sacrifices for me and for my family and for our community, that we can live free and we can make the choices and have the lives that we have. Without people like this, without veterans to stand up and volunteer to go give a part of their life to defend our country, we wouldn't have the things that we do. But our country is the most accepting of different ideas, cultures, and beliefs because of the sacrifices that veterans have made and because of the regulations that we have in our country. So I'm I'm thankful for these guys over here and their sacrifice and their example to me to inspire me to join the military at my age. I've been in the military for 10 years now, and as things are looking, I'll probably be in there for another 10 because that's the way it goes. Yeah, thank you for your time, and I'm glad to be here.
Thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to thank my brothers and sisters in arms to my left and to my right, because without them, I probably wouldn't have served in the military, although my dad and both of his brothers were in World War II. One of my uncles was in the Air Force, and the other two were in the Army. And if you talked to them before they passed away, they would tell you that they won the war all by themselves. So, but we know that that's not really true, because without each other behind us, on each of us, we wouldn't have done any good. I was in the Army National Guard here in Spanish Fork, and I served with Morgan and Blaine. But I also served a tour over in Iraq during Iraqi freedom. And while I was over there, there are teachers here in this school that helped take care of my family. And others who I'm very close to. This is my elementary school. I went to elementary here at the Brockbank. My kids went to the Brockbank. So, and I still live within the Brockbank school area. So this is a great place. And America is a great place. And it's up to each one of us to be good citizens and to make America what it was designed and created to be, which is a great nation where free people live and love their country. So we thank you, and now we'll have the video.
Praise.
So, once again, we thank you for allowing us to be here today. And just remember what we've said and what we've talked about, because everyone here loves America. And now that you know what a veteran is, thank them often.
All right, boys and girls, can we stand up and give all of our veterans a great big round of applause?